The cleanup effort is underway in Scotland after a major storm swept through overnight. This is some of the flooding in the town of Coopa, south of Dundee. The storm brought a mix of snow, powerful winds and heavy rain, flooding homes and entire roads. Major highways are now closed. Air and rail travel are also disrupted, while thousands without power remain without power across much of Scotland. Dominic Velitis has the latest from London this morning. So, Dom, what can you tell us about the damage so far?
Well, Marianne, Storm Gerrit, as it's been named, has brought widespread disruption to the UK. But as you say, especially Scotland, the country hit by that combination of strong winds, heavy rain, flooding and indeed snowfall in parts of the country. Winds in excess of 80 miles per hour brought down trees and power lines, leaving some 16,000 properties in the north of the country without electricity. Engineers, of course, working hard to restore power, but the ongoing adverse weather conditions, flooding and blocked roads and so on mean it will be some time before that actually happens. As I say, we've also seen some pretty widespread flooding in the last 24 hours or so. Scotland again bearing the brunt of it, where overnight in that town of Coopa, people had to be rescued from their homes. But currently there are more than 200 flood alerts and flood warnings in place across the entire UK, meaning we can expect to see further flooding as the day progresses. And we've also seen, Marianne, some heavy snow in parts of Scotland, certainly not that heavy by Canadian standards, but enough to cause problems over here as we're not really set up to deal with it. One Scottish road in particular, a major road, motorists were left trapped in their cars for hours as the local authorities there declared a major incident, and it took several snow ploughs and tractors to get in and free those motorists from their cars. But Scotland's rail network has also been badly affected. Indeed, the emergency services were called out at one point after reports a train had been hit by a tree. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but as you can imagine, several train services have been cancelled and delayed as a result of all this adverse weather. So Scotland has been particularly badly hit by Storm Gerrit, but its effects felt all over the UK. And take a look at these pictures, Marianne, from Manchester in the north of England, where about 100 properties had to be evacuated after a suspected mini tornado hit parts of the city, a rare event in this country. If it does indeed turn out this was a tornado. Marianne.
Yeah, those images ripping the roofs off of some of those homes there. Thanks for the update, Dom. That's Dominic Velitis in London.